You guys are always asking me about USA made sharpening systems. Well, Wicked Edge is today's video sponsor, and they just dropped their newest and most affordable sharpening system yet. For under $200, the WE40 has 2 sets of diamond plates, and it allows you to work on both sides of the knife at the exact same time, which is really awesome and completely unique to Wicked Edge. If you want to check out more about the WE40, their newest and most affordable sharpening system, check out the link down in the description. Bang! Needs Knives, I'm Jared, and today we're talking about pocket swords, and we wanted to keep it a little bit more practical. So there's a lot of things we did not pull out, like folding scythes and, whatnot. But we did pull out some really cool stuff. So to start it off, we have the Civivi RS71. Now this guy is really cool. This is, in my opinion, you can just kind of look at it and see it's more of a self-defense / EDC knife. It'd be a great little user, just for regular general use. Very long blade, or a nice long blade. The blade length is about 4 inches, and it is a double hollow, meaning it has a hollow grind down here and up here. Somewhat of like a bayonet style blade shape, which I love bayonet style blade shapes. I think not only are they very attractive, but they're also very, very useful. We have a flipper tab with a liner lock. Now, liner locks aren't always, the best for applications where you might, need to use it for like self-defense, but it will still work. And as thin and as slicey as this blade is, it would enter and cut things fairly easily. But on top of that, you have a nice big handle for a nice secure grip for slicing and opening things up, packages. The spine is not sharp, so you can put your finger up there. The micarta has nice texturing on it, and then it has a a titanium milled pocket clip. I believe it's titanium. It might be steel, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, sorry. It's a steel milled pocket clip. Looks like a titanium clip, though. Good access to the lock bar, thumb stud, and flipper tab deployment, so you do have multiple forms of deployment, which is always good. It actually has a third form of deployment, which is the wave feature. Now, that's my one complaint about this knife, is that it is not as useful as you'd like. It's not as sharp, so when you go to pull it out of your pocket, yes, you can get it to go, but it's not as easy as you'd like. So the last one was from Civivi, and the next one is from their premium line from We Knife Co. This is the Datomic. This got, I think it was last year's Tactical Knife of the Year. It is a dagger. It's not double-edged either. The spine is very thin, though, and the whole blade is nice and thin for poking into things. 20 CV blade steel, and then we have a titanium frame lock with flipping action. It does have a basically like a 3-piece construction, so it has 2 sides here and then a back end that caps it all together. Very, very smooth on the drop. Great flipping action. And then the clip is a double clip, so you can clip it either side, and it has a rolling pocket clip, so it rolls right into the pocket. Now, the one negative I'm going to say is that they should have put the clip on the opposite side, which would have been way better. That's typically where we want them. We want the clips to be over here. And then on top of that, it would have made it possible to use this thing as a wave. But because the clips go in the direction they do, you cannot use this as a wave like you'd like to, which was a huge miss in my opinion. And I'm not sure why they wound up doing that, because they missed a huge opportunity here. But either way, it's still an awesome, awesome knife with premium materials. Now the next one, we got the Calibre Tech from Concept. Now this has about a 4 1/4, near a 4 1/2 inch blade. Very slim, very slender, but very long. That's me pulled all the way back on the handle. There's me pulled all the way up. It is definitely a long, long blade. We have beautiful micro milling on this titanium frame lock. We have a titanium milled pocket clip that's very smooth, because it has, it doesn't have a ton of tension. They put the lock bar cutout on the inside, which is always good. Lots of milling. And then because this blade is nice and heavy, it's got some really good drop to it. This one's still breaking in, and it's very smooth. You do have the front flipper as well, and this does come in a budget version. So if this one's a little bit out of your price range, you can check out the more affordable option that'll be, you know, a liner lock with G10 or micarta. This one has S35 VN blade steel. And, you know, like I said, it has the flipping action, thumb stud action, and front flipping action. So 3 forms of deployment. So you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, not having a deployment option with this guy. It's long, it's slender, but it's definitely a pocket sword. Now this next one is actually an auto, and it is a very large knife. Let me see how long this blade is. It's got to be at least 4 1/4. Yeah, 4 1/4 blade, which is a nice long blade. And you know, we've seen lots of blades that are like 5 inches, but you know, with pocket swords, you kind of want to make sure you're doing practicality too. This one is a very long knife already, and this is a single action automatic. So this one is I think it's the Draco. Yeah, the Draco from Maxace. Maxace recently put out a budget OTF that's a more compact version with a double-edged dagger and tanto blade shape, either an Ultim or an all aluminum and titanium construction for like 70 bucks. This one's more expensive though. We have M390 steel with this tanto, so aggressive tanto blade. Looks very, very aggressive, very sword-like. Then it has a trigger here with a safety feature. So you push that button right here, push that button. You gotta make sure you push them both so it has, like I said, it has a safety on there. Then you grab this and you pull it back, load it up, push it back in, and now it has a lot of power. So that's the one benefit with the single act. A lot of people like single actions because they're a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more reliable with the opening and how solid they are. They're much, much more solid than the typical OTFs. But typical OTFs are very solid as well, so it's not like it's you know, that much better as far as use goes. It's going to be more of having a powerful opening and then a nice strong lockup that, you know, a regular one has too. Anyways, carbon fiber and aluminum on the handle. Let's get to the next one. Now, you can't talk about pocket swords without mentioning a Dagger. So Dagger knives, like, that's their thing. That's their thing. They do pocket swords. And this one, I believe, is at least 5 inches. This has got to be a 5-inch blade. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a little over 5 inches. This is a big boy. Now, this is actually a steel frame lock, not titanium, but it has an over travel stop there so you don't unspring the lock. Whew, very, very smooth, but this is a big, heavy blade. Riding on bearings like the other ones. And then we have the skull pocket clip the Dagger is known for. A G10 show side to give you some texturing. Nice large flipper tab for this big old heavy blade to pop out. And we have a Wharncliffe blade shape. This is going to be great for slashing and poking. It is, you know, having this big straight edge like that, you generate a lot of force. So when you hit something, all the force goes all the way out to the tip. You don't have a point where it slips off. Now, this one's really big. A lot of people are gonna look at this like, man, that's a little too big for me. And they have other ones that are, you know, that are just as big. This one's a little bit smaller from Dagger. And this one has a tanto blade shape. Again, it has their standard skull pocket clip and a glass breaker on there. Great flipping action, but you can see much different in size here, much more slender, but this is still a large knife. I mean, I bet this is still near a 4-inch blade. Yeah, 3 7/8. So this is damn near a 4-inch blade, so it still is a large knife. Anything 3.5 and up is gonna be considered a large knife. This is not a folding knife, but it is a very large dagger that you can carry on your hip. Now, like I said, this isn't a folder, so this wouldn't be considered a pocket sword, but it could definitely be considered a hip sword or a hip dagger. Nice and slender, double edged, so there's 2 edges here. It has these nice little dimples right there where you can place your thumb, and it has nice texturing on the handle. It is nice and slim in the hand as well. This is something that feels like you could generate enough power to put it through a vest. I think the blade steel's AUS 10. I'm not 100% on that. I forget the name as well, but I'll put it up on the screen. Kydex sheath. does have a belt loop, so you can carry it on your belt, but this is a bit large for most people, but I figured I would show it anyways because it is a nice, cool piece. I could have pulled out 100 different knives, but you know, this was the list for today. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time.